Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show.
Hello everybody, it's Paul Neese with the Raw Life Health Show. We're still in North Carolina. We're doing some amazing lectures this week. Check it out on my website. Today's video is about a fellow who cured himself from multiple sclerosis, and he also lost 60 pounds while doing it. So if you know anyone with serious disease, or just somebody who's overweight looking to lose weight, today's video is a great video for you. So here we are in North Carolina, and this video was shot about a month ago in New York City, and it's a great video. So everybody, enjoy the video. We have a great interview today. Today is all about MS. If you have MS, had MS, or even just heard of MS, we got the man today for you. So check this out. Okay, here we go. Here's Robin, and for everyone out there, you know, it's good to be back in New York, man, because this man sounds just like me.
Good to be back. It's good to have you back in New York.
All right, he lost his voice a little, but...
a little reunion with some old friends, just talking a little too loud.
He lost his voice because he was screaming at my lecture.
There you go.
But, all right, go ahead, Robert, tell them.
Quick story about myself. I was 220 pounds. I had psoriasis. I had migraines. I was restless. I was erratic. And I got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis after losing the vision of my left eye, which has returned. I decided to detox my body, to learn about detoxing. One of the first books I encountered at a health food restaurant was Paul Neeson's Raw Food Formula for Life. And now that I have detoxed and I'm in remission, I lost about 60 pounds. My psoriasis is gone. My migraines are gone. I'm a colonic therapist, and I recommend Paul's book to everybody that is interested in the lifestyle and people with MS that are interested in my story. Paul Neeson's book is the first one I recommend. It's pragmatic. It's to the point. It's in layman's terms. It's easy and not scary to understand. A lot of people are scared of this lifestyle. Everybody, Paul Neeson.
So what would you recommend to people with MS?
Well, MS for me, the fact that my psoriasis disappeared, the fact that my migraines are gone, the fact that I'm mentally more alert is mainly because my immune system is operating on a very, very high level. And MS is exactly the immune system freaking out and attacking the nervous system. Nobody knows why. My doctors never asked me what I was eating. Once I started detoxing my body, my immune system responded. So people with MS have to pay very close attention to their immune system function and the poisons and toxins in our bodies, and to unclog our bodies and to digest our food. And as far as MS is concerned, I'm telling everybody with MS, we must detox our body. We must become as pure as possible and unclog ourselves.
Well, how would you recommend people detox their body from your experience?
Well, from my experience, you're talking to a colonic therapist now, so I believe in colonics, in irrigating the colon. But to start out, going raw, all those live enzymes, all that raw food, juicing, things like that, in order to digest. Fasting, the less that we eat, the more energy we have. It's an amazing formula.
Wow, and what would you say to people that they just don't know anything? Like, where would you recommend they start with?
Well, people that don't know anything, I would say, I mean this, not because the guy's holding the camera. I would recommend Paul Neeson's Raw Food Formula for Life book, because it is simple, it's easy to read, it's easy to understand, and it spells it out, and it also explains his crusade on getting well. And I think it's all related to digestion and the toxicity in our body.
Wow, and you just heard my lecture, The Daylight Diet. Some interesting information you never heard before, I bet. What do you think about this lecture?
Well, that's the next Paul Neeson book I'm going to read, as I just bought it tonight, and it opened my eyes to a few things I never really thought of. How our bodies are awake and alive during the day. At night is a time for relief and stress, and even now, eating raw as I do, I want to take it to the next level. And it sounds very easy to understand and very easy to do, and it does sound like the benefits are huge benefits to eating this way. So I'm looking forward to learning a lot more about it.
Now, what about, how much weight did you lose?
I lost, all told, about 60 pounds. I was around 220 pounds when I was diagnosed. Right now I got a little winter, about 168. I feel comfortable about 160 pounds, but all told, about 60 pounds, and it wasn't difficult to do.
How long did it take you to lose the weight?
The first 30 pounds were about 2 months. It melted off of me once I I realized that I'm eating way too much food. I realized that I was eating food that had no digestive enzymes, that had no vitamin quality, and I discovered the secrets of fasting. Something in the lecture tonight that my uncle told me years and years ago, that the Bible is like probably one of the best diet books in the world, and Paul Neeson confirmed it. The Bible has so many, forget about the religious aspects were important, but has so many ideas about fruits and vegetables and seeds and nuts, and about fasting, all the things that we were designed to do.
Wonderful. And what would be your advice to somebody who's struggling with weight loss?
Oh, somebody struggling with weight loss. Well, I think that I'd have to admit that probably the best thing to do is to educate yourself. If you read, learn some things. Daylight book, the raw food books. Learn about food. Learn about digestion. It's the best way. And then once you understand food, now that I understand food, I'm not a victim to food. I don't eat by emotion anymore. Humans are the only animals that do. Other animals in the jungle, they eat when they're hungry. They feed. We eat because we're sad. We eat because we're happy. We eat because we're bored. We eat because it's social. It's incredible that you learn to eat when you need to, and you fast when you need to. Because animals, when they're sick, what do? They fast. They don't eat at all, and there's something to be learned there.
Well, next one, psoriasis. Tell us about that.
Well, psoriasis, what I learned is that went away like the quickest. I had it on my hands like gloves, and that's the fastest thing that cured my that went away. Basically, because I believe it's just because I started detoxing my body. I believe the yeast in my body and bacteria in my body started dying. You know, all these doctors, that you get a skin problem and they put cream on top, but the disease is coming from inside my body. It's stuff trying to get out, and that's where it's all coming from. And it's gone.
How long did you have that for?
Psoriasis.
Yeah.
Basically, I can remember having psoriasis from probably starting from the age of 6. I had it on my knees and elbows, and over the years it moves around a bit. It was at my worst at diagnosis in January of '08 because it was on my hands. It was all over my fingers, and it was very embarrassing. So, but I haven't seen it since.
Wow, and it's great. And now, from your own experience, you're helping other people. You have a whole practice here now. You have a colon therapist business, colonic business. Tell everybody your website and how they can contact you, especially if they're in New York.
All right. Well, refresh at sweetleafwellness.com.
Say that again.
Refresh at sweetleafwellness.com.
Refresh.
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 Oh, refresh.
My voice.
Okay.
Refresh at sweetleafwellness.com. I'm a colonic therapist. The website has just started. We just got the web designer. In 2 weeks, I have videos coming out. I have advice. I have people with MS. We're gonna have some great stuff on there, and talk about colon irrigation, which I think is so important.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, buddy.
Oh, one of my heroes.
It's great to be back in New York, and it's like I feel like I'm looking in the mirror right now.
Oh, stop.
You sound like me. You look like me.
Awesome. Have a great day and a great raw life.
All right, everybody. This is Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show saying have a great day and a great raw life.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.